Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Photography Podcast. My name is Drew Zink, and in this week's episode, I'd like to touch upon how I shoot and edit my exposure fused images. And in this one, we will only cover the way I edit my basic images, and then I'm going to expand on this with a number of other videos. Let me first say, though, that I shoot all of my bracketed exposures with the Promote control from Promote Systems. And the reason I do this is because it helps me override the camera's limitations. Now, both Canon and Nikon have limitations of one kind or the other, and that's why I use the Promote control. It helps me get over those limitations without having to touch the camera. All right. That being said, I take 5 different images for every scene. I do a -4, a -2, an even, a +2, and a +4. And as you might be able to tell, I do bring in fill flash on every single exposure. Now, it might not be necessary on the upper 2 exposures right here, but I don't want to touch the camera during those exposures and move things out of place. So I just have a flash go off every single exposure. And in these smaller rooms, like this bedroom here, the flash is bounced into the ceiling or into the wall behind me to give me a nice even covering of light. And you can really see that here in the darkest 2 exposures. I've got great detail out the windows right here, but I also have retained some detail in this dresser over here, in the door, the computer screen, and some of the little knickknacks on the dresser. So once I bring these 5 basic exposures into Lightroom, I white balance them so that I don't get real crazy color casts after the fact. And for a room like this, I just auto white balance. It gets me 99.9% of the way there, and it saves me a lot of time when you're doing many, many images over the course of a day. Now, there are some rooms that, are colored very richly that I may have to go in and color correct or white balance myself, but the vast majority I don't. I just auto white balance. And as you can see here, it gets me pretty close. So once I've auto white balanced the 5 images, I use Lightroom Infuse to get an infused image. And we can show you the infused image. Whoops. This is the infused image straight out of Infuse. I have done nothing to this image. And as you can tell, it's a great starting point to have. In fact, I probably could deliver this image and wouldn't have any complaints at all. But I want to make it a little bit better. And one of the first ways that I improve upon the image straight out of Infuse is I will correct my lens distortion and straighten the verticals. It's a must in every architectural or real estate image. You must correct your verticals so that everything that is supposed to be straight up and down looks straight up and down. And that's what I get right here. I've corrected my verticals. Everything is nice and straight. The next thing after that is I want to bring up the tones a little bit. So I'll bring up some exposure, brighten it up. My clients really like bright white images. From there, I will bring down the highlights, bring in some contrast and some clarity, and just change the white balance just a little bit to get it a little closer to what I want. And here's your final image, just like that. From before to after. All right, let's take a look at one more. All right, here we are, another bedroom. This time it's a tad bit darker, but we have some nice sun streaming in the windows. Again, I have fill flash being bounced off a white door right in behind me. My -4, -2, even, +2, and +4. My exposure fused image straight out of Exposure Fusion. I've done nothing to it. And the final corrected image, right like that. Again, brightened everything up, straightened everything, and brought in some contrast. Well, that's it for today. Again, I will be doing more videos on some more complex rooms and how I bring in some more flashes and that type of thing. But that's it for now, and enjoy your day.